What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Sportorium podcast. We are continuing our offseason breakdowns for each division. Today, we have the NFC West. And we're going to start off with the Arizona Cardinals. Now,
D-Hop's out of there, no?
I
100%.
think... Okay, here's the thing. It's probably going to happen. I don't really understand it. Like, you have a young quarterback coming off a big injury. Different story.
Yeah.
You have a young quarterback. Who needs a good receiver. You have a good receiver. You're kind of a team that I'm not going to say you're in win now mode, but like
they got good pieces though.
Yeah, and like
Marquise Brown on offense, Zach Ertz, James Conner's not great at running the ball, but like it's a solid offense.
It is. So I could kind of understand because like he's getting older. You're not a Super Bowl team right now, so maybe just move off, get what you can for him, which I think will probably happen.
Yeah,
but
I get it.
I do get it. It is a tough call when you're trading someone of DeAndre Hopkins' caliber.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate it for them. Depending on what the return is. If you're getting back like a 5th round pick, no. But if it's like a second and a player, second and a third or something like that.
Would you give him away for a third and you get like a number 6 in return?
A 6th round pick?
Yeah. You give a third and I mean they give a third, you give a 6th in return. Instead of a second. Is a second definitely gonna happen? Who knows?
It's tough. It's tough.
Very
From
tough.
The teams that we're rumored to be in on them, the ones that I've seen the most are the Chiefs and the Patriots.
Yeah, that's all I really see. Those are the main.
Either Rupp or James is going to be happy.
Yeah, right.
Rupp wants D-Hop so bad.
I bet.
That is like his dream. But going back to the Cardinals, currently right now they're at about 36.9, so call it 37 million cap.
Mm-hmm.
You could save around 8 moving off of D-Hop, so it puts you in a pretty good boat. Could always restructure Kyler. That contract is just ridiculous. He did not deserve that contract at all.
Not at all. What has he done?
Exactly.
Like, nothing.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I mean, he's an elite level talent, but like we haven't seen a lot
last year. Like,
yeah, and now he got hurt, so that's gonna it's tough. Tough situation to be in for them, but they're locked into him for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But you could always extend Marquise Brown, who's going to be a free agent after this season. I never really liked the Marquise Brown trade. I think they gave up too much for him because like you saw it happened.
What was that trade again? I don't remember.
There's a couple other picks in it, but it was a first. It was like. I forgot what overall the pick was, but it wasn't a bet. It wasn't like low 20s. I'm pretty sure it was like either high 20s or low teens. But then like 20 minutes later, the AJ Brown trade happens. And it's like you just gave up. You just could have got AJ Brown for the same price, but you got Hollywood Brown.
Yep.
And I really don't think Hollywood Brown's that great.
He's not. I don't understand the hype around him like ever. He's a little fast, but like
I do think he's good. I definitely do think he's good. And he looked pretty well. He played pretty well last year.
When D-Hop was out, and he did.
When D-Hop was out, he was actually having like a great year. And then he came back. It did slow down a little bit, but he was still, putting up good numbers. I'm not going to say he's bad, but I mean, if you look at what the Marquise Brown and the Hollywood Brown, AJ Brown, too many Browns, man. What are we doing out here?
Brown is one of the most popular last names.
It is in the world. It is quite popular.
Yep.
But you could have got AJ Brown for basically the same deal. That's why I look at it that you messed up.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope they know that. Damn. There's a couple guys you could move off from. There's been rumors about like Isaiah Simmons getting moved, and it doesn't
save anything, right?
I don't think it does, but he's good. He's played like as the years have gone on, he's played better, but I mean, I guess he hasn't really found like a staple position They kind of just have. I mean, he's one of the most versatile players in the league. He could literally do anything. He could play safety and then play outside corner, then rush off the edge the next snap.
Yeah.
So he's a stud. I mean,
Mm.
I guess it would just be like it's tough to when you don't really have a set spot. I guess it's tough to I don't know.
It's
You got to
crazy
value a
because
guy like that.
they have a lot of cap. They got what 40 or
Mhm.
something around there.
If they move
The
off D Hop, they'll have 45.
But like their quarterback's already paid. They have decent pieces. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, one of their most glaring needs, probably the biggest need, is corner.
Mm-hmm.
Byron Murphy's a free agent, and even with Byron Murphy, it's just not a good cornerback room at all. That's been like one of their biggest needs for multiple seasons now, and they just really have not done anything. Very weird. Today they also moved off of Marcus Golden.
He was decent.
Yeah, he was. He was really good a couple years ago. I think he's
2 years ago. I think he had like 11 sacks or something.
Yeah, I think it was like 11 and a half or something. But they only saved like 3 mil from doing that, so it's kind of weird. It sounds like maybe he wanted out, but because like I'd rather the player than just getting 3 mil.
Yeah, agreed.
He's pretty good.
I'll take him on the Jets. I'll take that any day.
Yeah. I think Rodney Hudson is also retiring from what I've heard. You got other free agents. Like there's a bunch of offensive linemen that are free agents that just like you can bring them back, but they're really not that great. So obviously Rodney Hudson, think he's retiring, but like Justin Pugh, Kelvin Beachum, Cody Ford, Will Hernandez. There's guys that like maybe you bring back for the right price, but not a whole lot, really.
Yeah, I agree.
They also moved off of Chosen Anderson.
He was not chosen to stay on this roster.
Yeah, he was chosen to get cut. I think they saved like 12 mil by doing that too, which is how was he even getting that much money to begin with is a little ridiculous. But
and they just traded for him this offseason. Well, during the season, I think, right? Jesus.
Another one that was just pretty dumb when it happened and didn't work out.
I forgot what that trade was.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot, but it was just like, why do you want that dude on your team? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, there's not that many guys that you could really move off of.
They just need a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know who I really would move off of, and I don't even know if it would save money. I'm not a fan of him at all. No, so you can't cut him. Restructuring helps, but James Conner, I don't like him.
You're not a James Conner fan at all.
I'm really not. Like he's 28 now. Like I like him as a person. I just don't think he's like a good running back.
Yeah, which is I don't know. I like James Conner.
Do you?
I do like James Conner, and he had a bit of a down year, I guess. It was just that he had so many touchdowns 2 years ago. He was just a touchdown machine.
Yeah,
but I think statistically he had a pretty good year. He also battled some injuries, so that's tough. But then who is it that they cut? And it didn't make sense because he was actually like kind of good.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
He's a small dude. I know that.
Small dude.
Small running back on the Cardinals. I'm looking
this up.
Eno Benjamin, thank you.
Oh,
Eno came in. It was the Cardinals. I'm not like going crazy, right?
It was him.
Yeah, he like came in and he did like really well. So
wait, I thought they traded him.
But they cut him. I'm pretty sure he got waived because I was like, what are they like? He's actually good.
Really? Then who's the guy that I'm thinking of that got traded?
Thinking of Chase Edmonds.
Eno Benjamin on New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, he was on the Saints. I'm pretty sure he's on the Texans now. Or no, I think it was the Texans first, then he got waived again and then went to the Saints. Yeah, that was like a weird situation. Yeah, they cut him.
They cut him, not trade, cut. Oh, yeah, I kind of do remember that.
There was like something that happened though. Like it wasn't just like he was good. There was it was something like off the field that happened where some that didn't go well.
All
I don't
right.
know, whatever it is, but
Yeah.
and then obviously Zach Ertz injured out for the year. That one hurt. But
Yep.
Trey McBride is pretty good. I like Trey McBride. He has
Agreed.
2 moms. So going over some team needs, like I said, the corners, it's the biggest need on your team.
Yep.
Safeties, Jalen Thompson, Budda Baker, very good. Then Isaiah Simmons plays safety sometimes when he feels like it. A guy is literally just so versatile, it's insane.
Yeah.
And then linebackers, you got Zaven Collins and Isaiah Simmons, and
Pretty good.
both like high draft picks, versatile guys that haven't. They're not bad. They just haven't exactly panned out exactly how you'd want them to, but still good players nonetheless. Edge, they got not a lot there. Like Majay Sanders is.
I was gonna say JJ Watt's out. Who do they have? Zach. They have Leaky Fotu. What a name!
Leaky Fotu.
What is that?
Yeah, you got like Jesse Luketa, who could be good.
Okay.
Cam Thomas was a rookie. He didn't really do well, but I think that he can be good though. I liked him coming out of college too. I forgot what his nickname was. It was something funny, but whatever. So yeah, defensively you need help like pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Offensively,
well, yeah.
Offensively, you need O-line help. Half of these guys that are like starting for them were free agents. DJ Humphries is your best player on the line, which is not great. Yeah. Receivers, I think they're kind of fine with,
unless D-Hop
goes. Then they need something. They just re-signed Greg Dortch today, though.
But she did like decent last year, but
yeah, there are a couple stretches where he had I'm pretty sure he had a couple 100-yard games.
Ugh.
Very weird.
Jeez. Yeah, this team needs a lot of work.
Yeah, they need some work. They definitely do. But
yep.
Hey, new regime. Well, new head coach.
Yeah.
In Gannon. Is it
they should
Jonathan
try to
Gannon?
Trade Kyler.
You can't contract wise.
Yeah.
Actually,
I don't know how it would work,
bad.
but Kyler's just he's not it for that team.
I mean, he's pretty. You can't really move off him though. You don't really have anything.
Wow. Oh, he's so much guaranteed. That's why I pressed the release button and yeah, terrible.
Gosh, I want to see now.
Go for it. Total savings go from 0 to negative 74 million.
Oh, yeah, that would incur a negative 81 mil cap hit.
Oh, so it's different. Oh my goodness.
I still wouldn't say move off of him, even if you could, because Kyler's still good. He just hasn't
he is, but he's not at the same time. He can't get it done.
Hey, look what he has around him.
James Conner, D-Hop.
I mean, weapons wise, yeah, but
that's what's around him.
The team sucks.
Well, yes.
So I'm not blaming him at all.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that great, but I'm not going to say move off him. It's hard to find even a guy of that caliber at this point.
Agreed, but that team is just so bad though. It's not like they're all okay. They're not even okay. They're just bad.
Well, they got to build around him. He's still only 26 years old, so they got a while. He actually should have chose baseball though, 100%.
Yeah.
Baseball money's he got a crazy contract, but baseball money is crazy, and he was I don't know.
So you think good. We thought he was good in football too.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you actually don't think Kyler Murray's just good?
He was. I don't know. I think he is good. It's just I don't know. He needs to stop playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with how he is as a leader or not leader, as we've heard from many accounts. So
he leads his team to victory in Call of Duty. That's it. Yep. That in the contract, it was the stupidest thing of study time or whatever that's called. They should have kept it in.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yep.
I don't know. There's probably a lot of things that we are overblown. Who knows really, only really he would know if Call of Duty or whatever video games are actually taking a toll on his playing ability. But that one stat is very funny that all of his stats decrease after the new Call of Duty is released.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He's probably doing a lot of gaming right now with his injury.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, but like we said,
Kyler.
not a good spot to be in. I am sick of talking about them. We will move on to the Los Angeles Rams, who
There you go.
also not in a good boat. They made a bunch of moves recently, notably Bobby Wagner. They just released Leonard Floyd, Allen Robinson trade rumors.
Yep, heard those.
That 100%. Allen Robinson is not good.
I think he's very good, just not on that team.
I mean, I thought he was good too, but then it was like, oh, he was on the Bears. That's why he had a bad year. And then he goes to a great situation and did nothing.
He was always good with the Bears. Just Justin Field just couldn't get it to him.
Yeah, but that's what I thought it was, that it was just Justin Fields last year, and it was just in a bad situation. But then you get on the most high-powered offense from last year, and then he just still didn't do anything.
Well, because Stafford was also garbage. It was Cooper Kupp or nothing.
Yeah, even in the beginning of the year, though, when everybody was like fully healthy, he just wasn't playing well.
I don't know. I think that I blame that on Stafford. Stafford, something happened. He got the Super Bowl and he just forgot how to play.
He was so bad.
Yep.
He was going to lead the league in picks by a lot.
Yeah. And now there's talks about them looking to see if anyone wants to trade for him.
Yeah, I think the GM came out and said that maybe they did a restructure or something, but Stafford's probably going to stay there. But there's so many trade rumors of Jalen Ramsey.
Yep.
And just there is a very high potential that they could actually just blow it up. And I forgot where I saw it on Twitter. If you really are going to do that, imagine what a team would give for Aaron Donald.
Yeah, that is true.
That would be
at the same time, he wants to retire as of last year.
Yes.
Is he going to retire this year?
He could. I would have retired. Actually, I wouldn't have. If I'm that good, I'm not retiring. But this would not be. I wouldn't blame him for retiring. I mean, going off on a high note, it would have been cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, nobody knew that this season was going to go like that for the Rams.
This is the worst downfall of any team after a Super Bowl, correct?
Yeah, has to be
by far.
The worst in my lifetime, at least.
Yeah,
I cannot speak for whatever
the
happened to
didn't help either.
Oh, they got screwed with injuries this year,
big time. So,
team needs running back. It's a tough boat because
it really is.
I am not the biggest Cam Akers fan, but I think Cam Akers is pretty good. He played pretty good down the stretch. And then you also have Kyron Williams, who didn't do a lot last year, but he's good. I think they could benefit from getting a number one guy, but then at the same time, this is not your biggest need at all.
Not at all.
So I'm not going to say leave it alone, but
at the same time, Cam Akers, he came back and he was decent, right?
Yeah, he was good, especially towards the end of the year. He was playing a lot better because he got benched at one point. There were trade rumors. People thought he was going to get cut, but they really they could have moved off of him. I thought they were going to, but they probably gave him a lot of confidence by saying no, you're our guy. So then he played a lot better. So yeah. What they're going to do at quarterback, like you said, very interesting situation. Heard they want Baker back.
Yep. Baker, he did well. Very well.
I still think Baker sucks now, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I love Baker.
Good dude. Fiery.
Same for the Jets. It would have worked out. Broadway Baker. It sounds so right.
Yeah. Yeah, Broadway bust Sam instead.
That is true.
Unfortunate for both of their careers.
Yep, that is true.
Yeah, and then receiver, obviously you got Kupp, who is a stud. Then Allen Robinson, rumors about that. Outside of that, Van Jefferson, okay. I guess he's a good
Ben Skowronek. Whoa, he's scary.
The knockoff version of Cooper Kupp. It's a dude that I think he wore 18, which Cooper Kupp used to wear. And it's a white dude, and you're like, oh my God, it's Cooper Kupp. It's not Cooper Kupp, and he sucks. So need depth there.
Yep.
And then their O-line there were so many injuries on the O-line. It was unbelievable how many injuries there were. There was like a backup got injured. Like all, oh my God.
They just
Terrible.
they got screwed. That's really it.
They did. They still, their roster is really not that good though.
No.
There's like a lot of holes.
Yeah.
One of which
Agreed.
being O-line. You definitely need a lot of help there.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's really bad except for the right guard position. Coleman, Shelton, you are bad. Like Havenstein, solid, but I'm assuming that he was injured at one point. Brian Allen, David Edwards, Joe Noteboom. Like, Noteboom's played well at some points, but he's not good.
Yeah.
There's just, you need help there desperately. Then defensively, it's bad, especially if you move off of Jalen Ramsey.
And if Aaron Donald somehow retires, there's no coming back from that one.
Yeah.
Who do they have? Troy Hill, Tyler Rapp.
Taylor Rapp is a free agent.
Taylor Rapp. Oh, he is. Whew.
Yeah.
Like,
it's tough.
No.
And then they just moved off of Leonard Floyd, who is a stud. But
I think it's time for them to blow it up, honestly. There's nothing else you can do here.
Hey, you sold out. You got your ring. Good job. But
give Cooper Kupp up.
That would be crazy.
Oh my goodness. He's 30?
Yeah.
Holy.
He's been in the league for a while.
I remember when he got drafted.
Yeah.
Holy crap. It felt like yesterday.
And if you look at all of these like star players, they're all getting older.
Yeah.
Like this is a pretty old roster, high-end old roster. Like obviously, like you just said, Cooper Kupp's 30. Aaron Donald's 32.
Even Robinson is the same age as Cooper Kupp.
Were they the same draft? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I feel like Allen Robinson has been in the league forever. Cooper Kupp, 5 years.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I guess just because like he did really just blow up. Like he was always like solid, but I always thought Robert Woods was better than Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, always.
Which he was at one point. Now it's Cooper Kupp is one of the best receivers in the league, and Robert Woods is looking for a new team.
Yeah.
But yeah. Defensively, they need help about everywhere. Edge help desperately. They have like Ernest Jones. Linebackers are like so bad, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's so Jesus, man.
It might be better if you just don't put anyone out there.
It might be. Yeah.
Holy crap. This team's
yeah, not a great spot.
No,
they don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of talent. But the one thing that they have,
Cooper Kupp and a Super Bowl ring.
The ring. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Good for them. You know, this is an interesting thing. It relates to you now. Would you rather?
Yes.
Like,
give me a ring.
Yes.
Now.
Exactly. Like
I am used to the team being so crap ever since I started being a fan that you're going to tell me I can get a ring 1 year and then them being crap that I'm used to, like down. I'll take it.
Yep.
Give me a ring.
Agreed.
Yep. That's why the Rodgers thing, like, we'll get into that when we get into the AFC East. But I don't know. I'm shaky on Rodgers, but we'll continue.
Shall see. But now we are moving on to a team that has a much better future and a much better team right now. The San Francisco 49ers.
I thought you were going to say the Geno Smith Seahawks.
They have a good future, though.
Man, one of these 49ers it is.
It's going to be fun when we talk about the Seahawks. Because
No, it's not.
You love the Seahawks. We're going to talk about your best friends, Jamal Adams and Geno Smith.
Vomit.
But right now, Niners.
Yep.
So as of today, as when we're recording this, Brock Purdy underwent surgery.
Why did it take so many weeks to go get it?
I believe that he wanted to see if it would get better without the surgery and that it was kind of just like a last resort thing.
Well, I did hear this surgery is going to keep him out for a long time, like more than half of next season.
Yes.
Which his future could be over at that point.
I think that he earned another shot, though.
Like, but what if Trey Lance is killing it? Then what?
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't say another shot with the Niners.
I guess so.
If Trey Lance, I still think Trey Lance is going to be good. I don't understand.
System,
I literally cannot fathom how someone can fail in that system.
Yeah.
Especially a dude that is just like very athletic.
Yep.
He's still young, has not played a lot of football in his life. I'm pretty sure the stat was in the NFL and college, all of his passes combined was less than the amount of passes that Tom Brady threw this year. It was something like that. And it was like, oh my God.
Jeez. Yeah,
like that. Yeah. So there are a lot of people that are out on Trey Lance. And I really don't understand it. Like the dude was a 3rd overall pick 2 years ago. Like he got drafted that high by a good organization for a reason. Who knows?
I
I
guess
guess
how you can just give up. I mean, Zach Wilson giving up on him, the pick before him.
Yes.
You've seen enough. He's garbage.
Exactly.
So
and we haven't seen anything from Trey Lance.
Exactly.
We've seen glimpses.
And he hasn't been good. He only had like 2 or 3 deep balls for touchdowns, and that's really it.
Yeah. It was last year a lot. Last year's and 2 years ago. Where he just throw the ball and Deebo Samuel is wide open for some reason.
Right.
But it's not just like, oh, he got lucky because Debo's wide open. That's just the offense. Everybody's wide open all the time.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
Yeah.
That is the best coach team.
They have a good coach.
That are the Chiefs, but
I'm still giving the edge to
Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm still giving the edge to Andy Reid. That dude's a genius.
But he's got Mahomes.
Yes.
Like the 49 Shanahan, who does he have? A 3rd string quarterback. And he's still making almost 1.
Yeah, I was always on the boat that not going to say Kyle Shanahan's overrated because he's a very good coach. But it always just made me wonder how it's like, oh, Kyle Shanahan, offensive mastermind. For the past couple years, the Niners were defense. They had a solid offense, but it was their defense that was just amazing.
Yeah, their defense has been the top for how many years now?
Very long time. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, you got this offensive guru, but the defense is the best part of the team.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But this year, it was shown what that offense could do with him. So
yeah, agreed.
Yeah. So currently they're sitting at $7 million cap. Not a whole lot, but the team doesn't need a whole lot. Plus, you could restructure contracts.
If you restructure Armstead, Trent Williams, George Kittle, and Warner, you make $44 million in cap space.
Yeah,
they can do a lot.
They could do.
This team could win any season.
Mm-hmm. They have so much talent. It's unbelievable. Like this roster is just—it's so good.
What are their holes? I don't know.
I'd say
wide
probably
receiver 3. Well, 2.
Yeah, probably their biggest need is corner though. That's the only actual
They have Ward and Emmanuel Mosley is a free agent, right? Believe so. But yeah, corner. I agree.
Yeah, you got Jimmy Ward who played slot majority of the season. He's a free agent. Mike McGlinchey, the right tackle, he's a free agent. Ebukam, Aziz Al-Shaair, Charles Amenihu.
I don't even see that name.
He's a free agent. He's actually pretty good. They traded for him last year from the Texans.
Gotcha.
They got guys that you'd want to bring back.
Yeah.
But
some of these guys, they're good, but you can replace.
Mm-hmm.
They're not hard to replace.
Yeah. Offensively, the O-line, it's really not that great, but they played outstanding. So it's tough. I would definitely look for upgrades interior wise. Obviously, Trent Williams is an absolute dog.
Mm-hmm.
But Aaron Banks actually played pretty well too. But Jake Brendel, Spencer Burford, not to be confused with the Big Buford. Not great, but they played well.
That was terrible.
Jesus.
Man.
Yeah. But like you said, wide receiver 2.
I mean,
3.
Debo, Ayuk. Do you really think Ayuk's a 1 on other teams?
It's tough. I would say yeah.
I would say no.
I think he's on the same level as T. Higgins. Different players completely. Skill wise.
I think he's lower.
I think he is underrated though. So
yeah, okay.
I'm an Ayuk guy.
Okay.
He is like very good at route running. My number one thing in a receiver is route running. So if you show me a good route runner, I'll show you a good receiver.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs.
We'll talk about Diggs another time. I don't want to
That
get into
is
that right
true.
now.
Yeah.
But
Free agent, I heard. Anyway.
stop it. Yeah, offensively could definitely use some O-line help.
Yeah.
Maybe some more depth at receiver because you can't really consider Debo a wide receiver one because he is a wide back
Specialist. I don't know what the hell.
offensive weapon.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
that's what he is.
Yeah.
But defensively, you got Ebukam that's going to be a free agent, but like you got just studs all around. Warner, Dre Greenlaw. Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw might be the two best linebackers in football. And I don't think that's a stretch at all. Ridiculous. They're actually just like a linebacker like factory.
Yeah.
Like Aziz Al-Shaair is so good. And he's gonna walk because he's the third best linebacker on that team.
Jeez.
Crazy. Then you got like Javon Kinlaw, high draft pick, hasn't exactly panned out, but not bad. Eric Armstead, very good.
Eric?
Obviously,
Arik, I heard.
Eric.
Arik.
It's not a. If that dude walks around and says, "Yeah, my name's Arik," no.
Thought it was.
No.
I could be
it's
wrong.
Either I think it's like Eric, maybe.
Could be. Anyway, Armstead. Mr. Armstead.
Armstead. Mr. Armstead himself. Yeah, I'd say really the only thing you need is corner. Because obviously Telnau Hufanga, stud. Tashawn Gibson is also he's good. You could upgrade over him, but I mean you don't need to because he is good and there's just the roster's so good. You don't need your second safety to be a stud as well.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I'd say really the main thing for them is just like figuring out what you're doing with Trey Lance. I feel like they already know like this has to be our guy. If not, hopefully Purdy works out. But for the upcoming year, not bringing back Jimmy G, they probably have to get somebody because both of them coming off big injuries. So
there's guys that they can get. Who are the free agent quarterbacks?
I kind of like a Brissett.
Yeah, Brissett would make sense.
Depending on how much he's going to be, though. Because at the end of the day, could get a Teddy B. Because at the end of the day, this is a guy that might start a couple games for you, depending on how long Brock Purdy and Trey Lance. Oh, you got an idea. Let's hear it.
Mike White.
Oh, God.
Honestly,
that would actually be pretty good.
I think that'd be great. Again, you need a tissue to be a quarterback, and it'll be fine. Mike White is a smart dude. He can get it done.
I do like that actually because
as a backup, yes, I'm not saying
it's going to be because he at one point he's going to be your third string quarterback.
Yeah,
so that is good.
Right, Heineke, maybe, but anyway, quarterback and what corner you said?
Corner,
yeah, and then what O-line,
and then just like really just depth everywhere. They have good depth, but just like.
This team's ready to win.
It's
like they just are. I don't know why they're not.
Well, I don't know if they were going to beat the Eagles, but when they didn't have a quarterback on the roster, that also hurts.
Yeah, that is true.
I was confused though why they didn't just like at least try with Kyle Juszczyk or McCaffrey at QB. Because it was just like we have Brock Purdy in there, but we're not going to throw the ball. Yeah. So I didn't understand that really. Tough spot to be in though.
Yeah. I think the 49ers are just stupid.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Why not do whatever you can to bring in Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers on this team is unbeatable. Now, if it's Green Bay, we don't want to trade him in the NFC. Dumb. You're not competing this year. You're not going to compete next year with Jordan Love. So why not take a lot of draft picks or something from one of the good teams in the NFC? Rodgers is not going to be around for another
maybe 1 year.
Yeah, exactly. Rodgers is only going to be around for a year or two. Like, don't be stupid. Trade him to an NFC team. Give him to San Fran. San Fran's going to win everything for a year or two, and that's it. Done.
Yeah, that would
I
be
would
a perfect spot.
Perfect spot. You can't beat him. Join him. Rodgers should go there. He lives in Cali.
He's a Cali
It
kid.
makes too much sense. It really does.
What I thought was going to happen was Brady.
Yeah, but Brady doesn't want to leave his kids. The daughter just got a little kitten. You know.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen now, but like before he retired, I thought it was perfect because I'm pretty sure Rodgers, Cali kid, grew up a Niners fan. Tom Brady, Cali kid, grew up a Niners fan. Josh Allen as well, but different story. But I thought it made a lot of sense. And Rodgers does make a lot of sense, but
he really does. That's the missing piece.
Interesting.
That will be the best team ever.
Yeah. But then at the same time, it's like if you get Rodgers, it's kind of like the same situation that like Jordan Love is in right now. Trey Lance is going to sit for another year or two, which I mean, that's not a
Rodgers
bad
is
thing.
Fine.
Yeah.
Coming off a big injury and just learning from one of the best to ever do it.
If I'm the Niners, I'm at least calling.
Yeah. Unless they did and Green Bay really said no to any NFC team.
Is a possibility.
I don't know. I somehow see the 49ers swooping in at the end.
That would be awesome. I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. I'm sure you know that.
Okay, so what happens? Someone swoops in, takes Rodgers, and the Jets give up everything and take Lamar. You happier?
No.
Lamar for years and years to come?
I would not be happier. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Why not? They have the draft capital. They have the salary.
Because the same situation that we were talking about with Lamar. They don't want to. I'm not going to broker this deal for you and the Ravens.
But the Jets need a quarterback, and they're desperate, and they will.
Nope. You're going to get Jimmy G, and you're going to like it.
We're getting probably Mike White back. Anyway.
Imagine. We'll talk about this another time. But imagine just like you're in on Derek Carr. He goes to the Saints. You're in on Rodgers. He retires or something. And then you're literally stuck with Jimmy G or Mike White.
Or bring back Sammy D.
Oh, what a match made in heaven that would be.
Yeah, should have just went Derek Carr. Anyway, we'll get into this. Yes, so back to the 49ers.
Yes.
They're close. They can win any second.
If they have a window right now. Yep. And it from the looks of it, like it's going to be for a little bit because they're really top guys that are older is just Trent Williams, really. I mean, George Kittle's 30 at this point too, but like
so Kelsey's what, 34?
34, yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, you got a window right now.
Take it.
The Rodgers thing really does make a lot of sense.
Yep.
Who knows if it's going to happen? It probably won't, but
agreed.
Yeah. Well, now we are going on to Rocco's second favorite team.
Oh, I liked them for 2 years. No, I lied. I despised them for 2 years because I wanted them to lose so we can get the better draft picks. Because of that scrub Jamal Adams trade.
Yeah, that definitely worked out for the Jets.
Oh, big time. Jody's a genius.
Yeah, that was. I remember when that first happened. I was like, "Why would you trade Jamal Adams?"
Mm-hmm.
They got a haul for him for a safety. Weird, but I mean, he was a great talent.
Wasn't it 2 first-round picks?
Was it 2?
I'm pretty sure it was 2 first-round picks. I'm like positive it was 2 first-round picks.
I remember like when it first happened, it was already too much.
Douglas traded Jamal Adams, 2021 first rounder, 2022 first rounder.
That's unbelievable.
Where is it?
Unbelievable.
So Jamal Adams and a 4th round pick for a first, a third, and a first, and Bradley McDougald. Jody destroyed the Seahawks.
Yeah, that was bad. Especially like it's a safety, man. It's one of the least valued positions in football.
But he hits hard.
Running back.
Don't care.
Yeah, and especially when he did play, he was just such a liability in coverage.
He's terrible. I love that one play. I forgot who it was, but it literally, he was here. It bounced off of his face mask. Like, dude, your hands are out. Like, you're ready for it.
So bad.
Sucks.
You know, where he would just be a really good linebacker.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he's one of the best box safeties.
Mm-hmm.
Blitzing off the edge, he is elite.
Mm-hmm.
But he is a full-on liability in coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Seahawks 31 million cap right now. Obviously, the big news, they just signed Gino for the next 3 years. I know you're not a fan of it. I think that's actually a pretty good deal with how it's structured too, because the base salary is 25 mil and it can get up to 35 with incentives. And it's only 3 years. So you could realistically, let's say they go and draft Anthony Richardson. Let him sit behind Gino for a year, maybe 2 years.
Nothing.
Well, yeah, but at least get him time to get accustomed to the NFL.
True.
And no matter how much you hate Gino, the dude played well this year.
Yeah, great this year. Just like Josh Jacobs, 1
Yes.
year.
But you pay players for what they're going to accomplish, not what they have accomplished.
So,
Gino has accomplished nothing, so that's why you can't look at the contract and say, "Hey, this guy
what
sucks."
are you saying? What they can or will accomplish? You're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so
In the
let's
future,
give Zach Wilson a 10-year extension of $1 billion because he could accomplish a Super Bowl. No,
not what I mean.
Not
what I mean.
Gino's trash, and I'm so glad the Seahawks made the mistake, just like the Giants with Daniel effing Jones, trash bags. But anyway, good job, Seahawks.
I think it is a good job, Seahawks.
Well, we'll see about
especially
that.
if he play,
but I'm not going to be.
I don't know. I just don't see there's nothing from him this year that made me think that that's not just like how he's going to play for the future. Great decision making. He has a very good arm. The main thing really that improved was the decision making. And people, they get better. You saw Josh Allen. There's other examples of it. Usually it doesn't take you 10 years, but
exactly.
Whatever. At least they got their quarterback situation figured out, and they absolutely fleeced the Broncos in that trade.
Yeah, they really did.
It's actually insane to go back and look at what they got. It's so much. Like I said, 31 million cap. You'd restructure some deals, save some money. Quandre Diggs, save money there. Jamal Adams.
And Jamal. Now, what is Gino making this year? Because it's 20. Not up to date on this.
25 is the base salary. All right. Well, that's not what the cap figure is, but that's like
the cap figure.
Yes.
Because Jamal Adams and Diggs are the two highest paid guys, and
safeties.
What are they doing?
It is a pretty good roster, but it is structured very weird. Yeah. There's so much emphasis on safety, which is.
And then the next two are receiver, Tyler Lockett, DK.
Yeah.
That makes a little more sense, but two highest paid guys, safeties. You're ridiculous. Weird. Anyway.
Yeah. So I got a couple notable free agents. I'd say probably you want to bring back like Gabe Jackson and Poona Ford for not expensive deals. And then it's the curious case of Rashad Penny. I think he's going to go down as just a what if, because he's just always going to be hurt.
Yeah, it's true.
It's unfortunate because he's an absolute stud when he plays.
Yeah.
But it's literally every single year he's getting hurt.
Yeah.
Whatever. But you got your running back situation figured out there with K9.
Yes, you do.
Maybe get a cheap option behind him, but you're fine there.
Yeah. They need a wide receiver 3.
Yeah. Marquise Goodwin is old, super fast,
but
and a free agent.
Yeah.
So D Eskridge. I swear his name was not D. Dwayne Eskridge. When he was coming out of
I know what you're saying. It's something.
I swear he changed his name.
Dwayne D Eskridge.
So he just what? So he just changed his name?
What is his middle name?
No, what is this guy? Chosen Anderson?
Or Shaquille Leonard?
Yeah. What's going on, man? I've literally never heard him be called D Eskridge.
Yeah.
It's always been Dwayne Eskridge to me. But
very strange. People are very strange. They get money.
Yeah, start changing the names and shit.
Yep.
But I'd say he's probably a pretty good number 3. They definitely
Mhm.
need just depth though.
Yeah.
Then Laquan Treadwell, one of the all-time busts. O-line, they hit on 2 tackles in the same draft, which is nearly
The
unheard
same
of.
draft?
Yeah, Charles Cross, who they drafted
Wow.
very high.
Yeah, he
And
was good.
then Abraham Lucas was like a 4th round pick, like a mid-round pick. And sometimes he really outplayed Charles Cross, actually.
Wow.
So you got your cornerstones right there.
Yep.
Damian Lewis is good as well. I believe Kyle Fuller, not the cornerback, the center. He is a free agent, and so need interior help 100%.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, and tight end's tough because like I like Noah Fant. I think Noah Fant's good. I think he was. I'm not gonna say a bust, but I mean, dude was drafted like what 8th overall.
Really?
Yeah, he was drafted high. It was him and T.J. Hawkinson, both out of Iowa,
Oh wow.
got drafted so high together. I'm gonna see what.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. 20th overall in
Um,
2019.
okay, but then it was T.J. Hawkinson that was drafted. I mean, still like 2 top 20 picks at tight end from the same school in 1 year is ridiculous.
Same school too. Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, they both came out of Iowa.
Yeah, TJ was 8th.
8th overall. Yeah, that's okay. I got them flip flopped.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I think Noah Fant's pretty good. Then you also got like Will
Yeah.
Dissly, Colby Parkinson. So good.
Their tight end room is okay. Their
Yeah,
O-line on offense, and that's really it.
yeah, and then just like
And a
we said,
really
just
good quarterback,
depth.
you know. So.
Drew Lock. He's a free agent.
Onto the defense.
Onto the defense. So like we said, safeties is like for some reason extremely valued. They're good safeties, 100%. Quandre Diggs is probably better than Jamal Adams at this point, really.
Yeah.
But,
No, Quandre Diggs was always better than Jamal. Jamal just hit better.
Not always.
I guess not
Like
always.
like 2 or 3 years that he was on the like elite on the Jets, like he was the best safety in football because they just put him in a
because he got
great
sacks and everything. Like
yes,
I don't know.
the best safety that didn't play safety.
And then on their defense, they also have defensive rookie. Oh no, he's not. Tyreek Woolen played very well.
Too soon, man. Yeah, Tariq Woolen is a beast, though.
He is.
He kind of slowed down by the end of the year, and yeah. But I mean, what was he, a 5th or 6th round pick? Like you did good. So outside the safeties, like we said, Tariq Woolen is a stud. You also got Kobe Bryant, and then there's not a whole lot there, so you could definitely use some corner help. Also, I did not know that Jonathan Abram was on the Seahawks. He got cut by the Raiders, and then I believe he went to the Packers, and then he got cut there. I didn't know he went to the Seahawks, but another 1st round pick bust from the Raiders. Classic.
They're terrible at drafting.
Very dead. Oh, Michael Jackson. Forgot about him.
Anyway, is he good? Okay.
No, they need help there.
True.
Linebackers, Jordan Brooks is Robert Woods to the Texans.
Ew.
Breaking news out of the Sportorium podcast. That is an interesting one. Let's finish up this and then we'll get into that just because it just happened.
Yeah.
But linebackers pretty good. Cody Barton, Jordan Brooks.
Yep.
Edge, just D-line in general. Got, like I said, Puna Ford you like to bring back. You got a pretty decent defense overall.
Yeah, you really do.
You could use
Jordan Brooks is a stud.
Yeah, you can maybe use some more high-end talent. Like if you could land somehow like, I don't know, a better edge rusher or something.
Yeah,
I
agree.
I'd say that's probably their biggest need is edge. I don't know, because Uchenna Nwosu played really well, and they just got Boye Mafe.
Yeah.
So that one's tough. I would still say it's one of their biggest needs.
Yeah. Anything on the D-line needs something.
Yeah. But, I mean, overall, looking at this roster, like, this is a pretty good roster.
It is, but with the 49ers there, you're never going to get that far.
Oh, it's a Niners division right now, 100%.
Yeah. By, like, a lot, too.
Yeah, they're just like so much more. They have like all the depth and everything, kind of like how the Seahawks do. They just have the high end talent.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So that wraps it up. Let's get into this Robert Woods deal. Now,
Yeah.
as of right now, I do not know the money, but 2-year, $15.25 million deal.
Okay. Not bad.
That's actually pretty.
After a guy that just played like complete crap.
Yeah.
7.5 a year is not the worst.
And Texans really needed their receiving help. Because
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks is, to me, gone.
He's out.
So outside of him, Nico Collins showed he's pretty solid. And then John Mechie as well, who third-round pick out of Alabama, was diagnosed with cancer, had to miss the year. I think he's probably going to be back next year. So we'll see. Number 2 overall, they're getting a young quarterback. So to get your young quarterback, who we don't know who it is yet, getting him an old veteran. I like that. I like that for the Texans. I don't like it for Robert Woods. What are your thoughts? I know you wanted him on the Jets as well, so.
No, I didn't. If we get Rodgers, someone else better is going to come for sure.
Odell.
Like a Lazard or something. Maybe an Odell, who knows. But it's not a bad move for either. I like it for the Texans side. It's older guy, a veteran. But I mean, Woods just was terrible off that injury, and he was just bad last year. So he's getting a shot, and I don't know, might be the end of his career after these 2 years. So
it is definitely a possibility, because I actually
he was never really great too.
No, he was just like a good, solid. Maybe he could be a number 1, but he's like a really good, like mid-tier guy.
Yeah,
and he's just like not that anymore.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I mean, personally, we'll see what happens with like Adam Thielen and stuff, like an older dude. But like, if I am an older receiver or just an older player in general, I've made some good money in my career. Like, I'd probably just try to go like actually win.
Yeah, 100%. Unless he really didn't have any offers. And maybe you have to sign now or not sign at all.
Yeah, because I don't know. That's interesting. And he didn't even wait until free agency started, too.
I know.
That's weird. But
very strange.
he already does have a ring, so if they're offering the most money and probably the most playing time, then yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because I wonder what Robert Woods really got in his career.
Yeah, I know him and Cooper Kupp got extensions around the same time. They were pretty decent. But yeah, I thought he was going to go to. I kind of, not that I wanted him on the Bills, but I thought that was potentially a good match.
Wow. 10 seasons, obviously 4 with the Bills. 5 with the Rams, 6 with the Rams, and then the Titans. 61 million over 10 years. So he's got money.
That's a pretty good haul, man.
With it. Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby Trees, man. Love the guy. Good guy.
Nice.
All right. And that wraps up the NFC West. So last division that we're going to do, that video will probably come out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The AFC East. The big one. For us, at least.
Yeah.
That should be fun. Then, like we said, we got off-season videos coming out. It's draft season soon, so draft stuff. Yeah, make sure you're following us on Twitter at the Sportorium Pod, Instagram. Twitter, you got news, you got funny tweets. You're missing out if you're not following the Twitter, really.
Don't forget the TikTok either.
Oh,
it's going to be, we're going to get that very active soon. So
yes, that is the plan.
Yep.
The Sportorium podcast is great. I follow them on everything. Do you?
Agreed. I do. And if you're not,
oh. Whoa. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time.